Parish President's remarks and report. Mr. Jewell.
Thank you, Chairwoman. I'll try to run through this as quickly as possible. Tonight will be my final COVID-19 update, as GOSEP is no longer providing daily updates for our parishes. Those interested in reviewing COVID numbers and the COVID-19 data can go to www.ldh.la.gov/coronavirus. As of Friday, June 4th, St. Charles Parish has recorded 5,550 cases since the beginning of COVID-19 pandemic and 92 deaths related to COVID-19. An increase of 83 cases since the last time I reported to the council. In the week of May 13th through 19th, the positivity rate was reported to be 3.2%. There was a slight increase in the positivity rate the week of May 20th through the 26th at 4.9%. It's also important to note that the number of people being tested is also less, which is causing positivity rates to increase as well. For those who are ready and willing to get the vaccine, to find a vaccine event near you, check our social media page, our channel, or our website, or go to www.ldh.la.gov/COVID vaccine. You can also call the COVID vaccine hotline at 1-855-453-0774. Again, that number is 1-855-453-0774. Additionally, you can text your zip code to 438-829 and receive a list of vaccine locations near you. Going into hurricane season, obviously, our director of the EOC gave you an update on this hurricane season. But as we focus our shift, we need residents to use this time to cut limbs, clear debris from their yard, and do it now and not right before a storm, as Ms. Sampe was speaking about. That does cause us a lot of, I guess, commotion in the EOC, trying to run around and chasing debris. Sometimes our debris trucks will pass down a street, and as soon as they're done passing down the street, a resident comes behind them and puts some more debris out. So it's a constant battle with that. Residents should also sign up for SCP alerts. We recently changed our alert system and the new platform, which allows our residents to customize the way they receive alerts. And I just want to say that a lot of our residents were saying that they were receiving alerts that they didn't want to receive. This new system allows them the flexibility to receive what type of alerts they want. When they want them, they can set quiet hours if they don't want to receive alert in the middle of the night. Obviously, if it's a life-threatening alert, a flash flood warning, or a tornado warning, we are going to push that through to them anyway. But for the other alerts, they will be on a quiet hour, and they can also customize which alerts they want to receive. To customize the type of alerts you want to receive, you must register through www.scpemergencyalerts.com. If there's an event that is imminent to life, again, we're going to push that. We're going to push that out to the residents and override any settings that they have. You can also sign up to receive all alerts via text message by texting SCP alerts to 888-777. Again, that's 888-777. Sales tax update. In April, we saw a 7.5% increase in sales tax comparison to the April 2020 date. To date, St. Charles Parish is up about 14% for the first 4 months of 2021 versus the first 4 months of 2020. Changes to the water bill. Another way we've been listening to the residents is when I came in, we had so many questions as to how to read the water bill. What were these units? What was the graph? How was it explaining, how much water you were using? In fact, it didn't show gallons on our bill at all. It just showed units, but we didn't give the residents the information on how to translate a unit into a gallon, which, if you didn't know, you multiply a unit by 100, and that's your gallons. So we listened to the residents. We've rearranged the water bill, nothing too radical, but we believe that the changes are going to make it easier for our residents to read. We've also opted as an additional form of communication because in 2021 it is so tough to communicate with all of our residents because not everybody has Cox Cable or AT&T. A lot of people have cut the cord. Some people don't have Facebook or social media. A lot of people may not use text messaging and things like that. So for obviously non-time sensitive information, we've included a water bill insert with important dates and information for our residents. And we believe it's an effective way to get a message to our residents about upcoming events, because we know everybody opens and reads their water bills. So we have a quick video about the new water bill that we'll play now.
Beginning in June, St. Charles Parish will see a redesigned water bill. We have made some improvements to ensure reading your bill is easy and clear. A box at the top has been added to clearly show the amount due date, and what amount would be due should you pay your bill late. Below that, we have outlined your account history to reflect your previous charges, most recent payment, and total account balance. We have also outlined all the ways to pay your bill, which include in person, pay by phone, or online at www.stcharlesparish-la.gov/waterbill. The consumption chart has been moved to the top left of the bill and has been updated to show consumption history in gallons. Lastly, we continue to outline your itemized charges in a chart illustrating all services, including water, sewerage fees, garbage fee, safe drinking fee, and any other related charges. The Department of Waterworks staff remains committed to assisting residents and can be contacted at 985-783-5110 if you have any questions regarding your bill.
Sorry, the video is a little bit nervous there. So as you can see, like I said, nothing too radical. It looks very, very similar to the original bill. Like we said, we didn't want to completely change the whole bill and people think, well, I'm not even getting the right water bill. This is not even St. Charles Parish's water bill. But we did rearrange it. We think it's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, and we think it gives some more information to show residents exactly how much water that they are using and what they are being charged for. Moving on, we did receive approval from FEMA for home elevations of 31 structures at about $5.6 million cost and a 91% cost share for repetitive loss properties in St. Charles Parish as a part of the flood mitigation assistance program. Those residents who are included in this round do not need to take any action at this time. Our grants office will reach out to you, and we will also be using a company called Solution who will help us administer this grant. So Solution will be in touch with our residents as well. So again, no action is required at this point in time. If you were approved, we will reach out to you, and I will get the council members a breakdown of where all of the home elevations are via zip code. The July 3rd Independence Day celebration. Oh, get the Fish Dat Rodeo real quick. The Fish Dat Rodeo was just held this past Saturday. It was a busy time for St. Charles Parish. We had many events going on. In the Fish Dat Rodeo, we had more than 60 registrants come to fish for brim, bass, and sockeye, as well as catfish at the Bonnet-Carré Spillway, and the Bonnet-Carré Spillway boat launch. And they named winners in 3 age groups, 12U, 17U, and then 18 and older. All first place winners received a fishing pole. There was many other door prizes as well, and other fishing participants were awarded trophies. Such a great event for our first ever rodeo. We exceeded our goal of 50 participants, and we believe this is something that's going to be, we can grow in St. Charles Parish, and I think that it's going to be a good thing. Recreation is so much more than just football, baseball, basketball, soccer. It's these non-athletic type sports that are also important to our community as well. And I look forward to this, to growing this event. Additionally, we had what's next, Samantha? First responders Crawfish cook-off. I enjoyed serving as a judge at this event. I know Councilwoman Cluley, Councilwoman Belloc, Councilwoman Gordon, and I believe Councilwoman Fonseca was there. I did see Councilwoman Beth Billings out there as well. I enjoyed being a judge. When they ask you to judge a crawfish cook-off, you always say yes to that. I saw Councilman Fisher out there cooking. Unfortunately, he didn't win, but that's okay. Better luck next year. I do want to name our winners. So we had several different I guess participants for different. You had crawfish that was judged, and the first place went to Fueled CrossFit. Second place was St. Rose Fire Department. Third place was Shell Team C. The next category was Lanyap. First place was the Rotary Club of St. Charles Parish. Second place was Elite Surface Cleaning, and the third was EMS Heart Starters. And the People's Choice and Best Decorated Group was Bottoms Up. A great event at Monsanto Park. The money went towards our first responders here in St. Charles Parish, so it was a great event. And a special thanks to G. Smith Motorsports, who donated a generous amount of money to really launch this crawfish cook-off this year. Next, we had our first Cornhole Tournament. We have started a Cornhole League in St. Charles Parish, which I believe, how many teams do we have? I think 128 participants. We had 128 participants at our first ever Cornhole Tournament, which is, again, part of our goal to expand the non-athletic and non-typical sports in St. Charles Parish for people of various ages and athletic abilities. But we also this week held the GNO Cornhole Regional 8 tournament at the community center. We had more than 100 participants for this competition as well. And on top of that, we all had a good time. This has been a great addition, again, to our Parks and Rec, and we want to grow this as well. We look to expand this and continue to do more activities at our community center. Next, this Thursday, June 10th, we will have our Veterans Plaza. We are calling it the Veterans Plaza now. Ms. Fonska, thank you for that. Our Veterans Memorial Plaza groundbreaking this Thursday, June 10th. We'll gather at the community center and break ground of the Veterans Memorial Park. This has been in the works for some years now, and I'm excited to finally be able to break ground and establish a place where we can honor our veterans. Job openings, we currently have 4 positions open in St. Charles Parish government. We're looking for an equipment operator 1, parish engineer 2, or senior parish engineer, and a wastewater pump mechanic helper. To apply for these jobs, visit our website at www.stcharlesparish-la.gov. Public Works projects, you may have seen on Highway 90 in front of First National Bank. We've been doing a major culvert project there. Similar to what we did at the beginning of last year on the direct opposite side, if you see the beauty salon directly across the street there, we are putting in several spans of reinforced concrete pipe that weigh 12,000 pounds apiece to reinforce and rebuild old and dilapidated rotten pipe that was a metal corrugated pipe that had collapsed. This is going to help water that comes all the way from Old Luling under the railroad trestle behind First National Bank be able to cross the street and get into the canal across the street. So that's a great project, and I want to commend my employees who are out there and working safely. Hard to see, but in that top right photo, you can see our guys wearing hard hats. This is just a small step. It seems insignificant, but it is a step in the right direction for our crews to be working safely, and we're slowly but surely building our safety culture in St. Charles Parish. It's something that our plants do so well, and it's something that we want to adopt as well. So I want to thank not only Miles, but Monique in risk management, who's been helping us push this forward. You can also see now that our guys wear bright yellow reflective shirts. This will prevent anybody from forgetting to put on a bright yellow vest on because they're basically wearing their PPE. So again, thank you to those crews who are starting to adopt that safety culture. You can see the project is progressing behind River Oaks Drive in Destrehan. I know Councilwoman Gordon has been out there to take a look at that project. Rain has slowed us down, and we are in a tighter portion of the servitude now where we have to work head on with our machines, and we can't work on the side. So that has slowed us down a little bit, but Sean Wright, our foreman, is doing a great job of keeping that project going, and we look forward to that improvement to the rear servitude of our folks on River Oaks Drive as well as Destrehan Drive. The Spillway Road rehabilitation has started. Finally, now that the river is down, they have been able to commence this project, and they are currently working on the foundational work for the box culverts that were blown out from the opening of the spillway. We look forward to that project progressing, and hopefully that river stays down and allows us to complete that work. Wanted to just show you, if y'all recall back a couple of meetings back, we all, the council approved a contract with CES, and part of what they do is inspect not only drainage but sewer lines throughout the parish as a part of our parish sewer master plan, specifically from West Heather to Highway 90. They were inspecting the storm sewer, the subsurface system as well as the sewer system for any deficiencies before we open that ground up and work on reconstructing the road. As a part of their inspection, they removed 150 tons, estimated 150 tons of debris from the storm drains on Lakewood Boulevard, and that's a span from West Heather to Highway 90. And we're currently working on getting the section from West Heather on back cleaned as well. As you all know, and Council Fonska has brought this to our attention as well, is there are some drainage issues on that second span of Lakewood Boulevard. So we hope that this will bring some relief to the severe street flooding we see on that section of the road. Next, we have the land use map. CPEX, the consultants who are working on our comprehensive land use plan, are nearly finished with the existing land use map. This is an updated map showing actual current day uses for property in the parish. The future land use map will guide growth policies and will be derived from this. Growth scenarios will be presented to the public at the next public meeting for the stakeholder committee. Just as a note, the date of this meeting has not been scheduled yet, but we'll make sure to send that meeting to our council members when that has been set. Thanks. That's all from my report.